Hi there, welcome to Canadian Freedom Right. Just a quick review of 2023 with our current incompetent Liberal government. It's been a hell of a year. We look at all the debt he's piled on, all his inflationary spending, carbon tax, and the things to come in 2024. Let's have a listen to what Justin Trudeau thought of 2023.
Going to continue fighting for them every single day.
But you still have 2 million Canadians and counting this year using food banks, record numbers. Despite all those efforts, it's not making the difference that you would hope.
And that's why it's time to continue to double down on the things that are working on.
Double down. What types of things does he want to double down? How is he going to make life better? How much more tax can I raise? How about quadruple the carbon tax? The yearly increases to alcohol and beer. Federal income tax is going up in 2024. But he doesn't care. He wants to tax the crap out of everybody. He wants people to be on social assistance. Let's keep bringing people in at record numbers during a housing crisis and skyrocketing food prices. He lives super comfortable in his mansion. You know, they're a very wealthy family from his daddy, and he's living comfortable. He's not worried about Canadians. Yeah, we see through his kindergarten teacher act. You know, think about your kindergarten teacher when he speaks. Okay, listen.
Being there to support people directly and indirectly with measures and investments that are going to create opportunities, support families, and grow a better future.
Now, on groceries, your actions amount to things that may eventually have an impact. Foreign chains are not going to pop up overnight. Loblaws and Walmart are pushing back against your suggested code of conduct. The price freezes we've seen were going to come into effect anyway. They do at this time of year. You have said that you want to...
And his pricing freezes, if you talk to any of the independent groceries, which actually represent about 51 to 52% of all grocery in Canada. I know it's hard to believe because you only think of the big few. It's going to hurt them because they don't have the buying power that the big chains do. So they've already said that they'll just start closing. And, you know, this talk of opening competition for grocery, there's no chains from America who want to come here with the carbon tax and the taxation in Canada. It's just not going to happen. So they can float that idea all the time. Hey, I'm all for competition, but they're just not going to come. It's the carbon tax, again, that's driving the food prices up. You know, and they're trying to spin it like it's the CEOs gouging us, trying to win profits. No. You tax the farmer, you tax the truck to get it to the stores. They just won't leave the pricing the same. You know, they've been keeping their profit margins are staying the same. That's why the price is going up. And in many cases, you hear the grocery stores saying their profit margin has shrunk. Revenue is up because the costs have gone up and more of that money is going to the taxes. But their margins are actually shrinking.
To potentially give consequences to grocery chains. So where are those consequences?
There is no
that
consequences.
You promised back in the fall, including tax measures?
Well, first of all, in terms of tangible benefits, we sent out a grocery rebate to 11 million Canadians that made a huge difference at a time where people were really feeling the pinch while inflation was much higher than it is right now. It's coming down, but it's still too much. On the grocery stores, I think it's actually a good sign that big grocery store owners are worried about the impact of our grocery code of conduct on them that is going to drive down some of their exorbitant profits and be there to support people. Yes.
Yeah, he's happy they're worried. He loves when people are worried about his taxations. He loves his power, of his authoritarian power. I mean, he loves it. He wants to be in everything and be in control. You know, you see through that guy's eyes there. He is pure authoritarian, commie, super left, entitled douche.
Yes, we are using a tough level of tools with the big grocery owners because they are making record profits at a time where Canadians are.
But
having
any
trouble
consequences?
we are continuing to push on them. Yes.
All right. Now on housing, throughout the fall,
He mentioned in the press conference when they first had Champagne go after the CEOs that if they don't play ball, we'll tax them more. Tax people into submission. That'll keep the business healthy and be great for the market.
we've seen a series of measures. However, this housing crisis has been brewing for many years. Experts, even the leader of the opposition, have been calling.
Sorry, you didn't just call the leader of the opposition an expert, did you? Because
But-
what we're seeing from him is nothing but
Yeah, God forbid we call him an expert, a guy who actually has schooling in economics. You have schooling in what? Drama teaching? You fool. I'm dysnumeric. I don't know small numbers, and it's my disability, and the budgets will balance themselves. Yeah.
But they've been
Smoke and
calling for
mirrors.
more action for some time. Did you act too late to try and address this crisis and take a more concerted effort on this?
Well, actually, what's interesting is the leader of the opposition, the Conservatives, have voted against our housing measures. They voted against cutting the GST on rental construction. They voted against our rapid housing initiative. Just this week,
Yeah, your little housing bill plan thing you had, your what do they call it, accelerator, that you've had in place for years, has built zero. So you can keep toting that silly plan. And of course they voted against it. That was during the night when they were going to put amendments and vote against everything because they were trying to push the tax on Bill C-234, which would have taken carbon pricing off farmers, Indigenous people, and families. But you only helping up the people in the Eastern Canada where Liberal seats were at risk. So I think Canadians now, generally when, things are going somewhat okay, we ignore politics. But because things have fallen apart and we're paying attention, we see through all the BS. So all his BS, this is why the country is now, they've been paying attention because things are getting so bad, and they see how corrupt this government has been over the years.
I was here in Toronto with an announcement that covers in a building that is being constructed that we devoted $100 million in financing to. So that's concrete, but that started years ago to make an announcement of $471 million more for Toronto to continue to accelerate densification, to build more housing faster, and to change the way we build housing here in Toronto and across the country. There is lots more to do, but we started this in 2017.
So our tax dollars, $471 million, are going to Toronto homes. Interesting. In the city where developers are building like crazy. Anyways.
With a national housing strategy that reversed all the inaction that happened when Pierre Poilievre was housing minister under the Conservatives, and they didn't get any housing built.
But the efforts
Things
as
were
well,
pretty good when he was housing minister under Harper. I'm sorry. That argument does not hold up. Sorry, pal.
3.5 million homes need to be built by 2030, according to the
Look at him
CMHC.
nodding his head.
It's
Yeah.
kind of a drop in the
Yeah.
bucket. But moving on, your own government is trying to boost immigration levels to even further record levels at a time where we are dealing with this housing crisis. Could this just compound the problem?
Let's be very careful about how we talk about immigration, because there's a number of different pieces in that I think it's really important for people to understand. First of all, yes, we're increasing our immigration levels up to close to 500,000 people, because we need to be bringing people into this country to continue to create the incredible diversity and economic success that
That's it. I can't take any more diversity. We need to create diversity. 2 million people, food bank, housing crisis. We need to create more diversity. I thought I could listen to this whole interview, but I can't. I just can't stand listening to this guy talk. Anyway, tell me what you think. I know what most of you already think, so anyway, like, subscribe, please help the little guy. YouTube algorithms kind of mess with my videos because I'm not too friendly with naming my titles and the way I speak, so they always push me to the far back or won't let my videos get to the main areas. So help me out, make me feel good. Share on social media, like, subscribe, tell your friends, anything. Again, just a little guy. I'm not getting paid for this. I don't have advertising. I do this in my spare time when I'm not working full time or taking my kids to arenas. I'm just tired of this government and the corruption and how not enough people are talking about it. So thanks for watching to the end. December 24th, so Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. I'm hoping to make more and even better videos leading into 2024. Take care. See you next year.